Good afternoon. Thank you for being with us. I'm Amanda Ford. 20 years ago, I met Sheila Bellack when she became the executive director of Bethel. She'd made her way to the Washington area from her home in Toronto, Canada. She'd earned a BA degree at York University and then a master's in psychology at the State University of New York in Albany. She began her career in Jewish communal work, working for BBYOs and JCCs in Toronto, Albany, and Oakland, California. In 1989, she took a job at the Rockville JCC as the Cultural Arts Director and subsequently became their Chief Operating Officer. Throughout the years, Sheila and I have worked on a number of events together, and along the way, we became friends. Being the executive director of anything is a big job, but add into that the requirement of working with countless volunteers could make the job a nightmare. But not for Sheila. She thrives on new ideas that come in for new programs that then have to be coordinated with existing activities at Bethel. Sometimes finding a room at Bethel could be a nightmare. Sheila moves between events and groups with ease, always remembering the particulars of each event, program, and people. She's famous for her problem solving, her calm, steady approach, and her late-night emails. Sheila also has a reputation of having a good head with numbers. Running an active synagogue always requires lots of money, and sometimes there never seems to be enough. Sheila seems to always have a good handle on day-to-day operations and on long-range planning. Today, Bethel is in good financial shape in part because of Sheila's expert financial abilities. Bethel is a remarkably busy space. There's always something going on, and Sheila orchestrates it all from behind the scenes. Congregants tell me that seeing Sheila at their life cycle events always makes them feel confident that things will go smoothly. And even when there have been catastrophic weather incidents, Sheila makes sure that these special moments still occur. Remember Snow Apocalypse? How about Snowmageddon? And then there was the derecho. Once, Sheila moved an entire wedding to another synagogue, and another time a bat mitzvah to a hotel, including Rabbi Werbin and his family, while the rest of us were plowed under during Snowzilla. Sheila's also known for her sensitivity, thoughtfulness, and her confidentiality in dealing with personal concerns of both congregants and her staff. There are many stories about Sheila's kindness that couldn't be told or shared because of their personal nature. And then let's talk about the annoyances of daily building life, like leaky roofs, tractor-trailer trucks running into the main entrance in the middle of the night, faulty furnaces, the pest control, the ever-increasing need for more security, broken walk-in refrigerators on Shabbat, broken air conditioners, and then talk about the renovations that she's had to deal with at her tenure at Bethel. Through it all, she's remained a calm, steady leader. And that brings us to the COVID-19 pandemic of today. Sheila has kept the shul running through this crisis, leading us through countless closures and changes, and helping with its digital transformation. She's preparing us for a new normal. How can we stay a strong, vibrant community living with social distancing? We asked Sheila what her plans were for after retirement. She told us travel, of course, but she says that she'll be driving anywhere until there's a thoroughly tested vaccine. On her bucket list, including Israel, are places that she's never been, like Morocco, Hawaii, Australia, New Zealand, Spain. She has a fantasy of packing up her car and just driving to places that she hasn't seen in the United States, maybe even going all the way across country. And then there's her favorite spot at Rehoboth Beach that she didn't make it to this year because of the pandemic. Maybe she'll even take some adult education classes. I'll bet that none of us knew that Sheila was on the track and volleyball team when she was in college and high school. Her second choice for a major was physical education if it hadn't been psychology. She also worked on a sports program for kids with special needs when she worked at the JCC in Toronto. This plays into her retirement commitment to do some volunteer work with Sunflower Bakery. Sunflower Bakery is one of a kind. It's an inclusive training program that prepares young adults with learning differences for employment in the pastry arts and baking related industries. As a longtime favorite of Sheila's, she plans on helping Sunflower expand their customer base and do whatever else they needed. Let's hope they need some taste testing along the way. With such a big job, you might expect someone to be in the forefront, but not Sheila. Sheila's always put Bethel in the spotlight. It was never about her. For this, Sheila, we thank you so very much. You have put every part of yourself and touched every part of Bethel, and for this we thank you. And because of this, you'll always be a part of Bethel, whether you're physically in the building or not. So thank you very much. We so appreciate you. Mazel tov, good luck, and thank you for being my friend.
Thank you, Sheila.
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 Thank you, Sheila, for everything you've done.
Sheila, thank you so much for building such an extraordinary community at Congregation Bethel.
Thank you, Sheila. We love you.
Congratulations on your retirement. Thank you for all the help you've given us over the years, and we wish you very well.
When I became president of Bethel, I was quite concerned about how much time I'd have to devote to running Bethel. To my relief, I quickly realized that Sheila took care of just about everything.
Bethel will never be the same without you, and we just wanted to let you know how much we appreciate you.
Sheila, thank you.
Thank you, Sheila. Mazel tov.
Thank you, Sheila.
Sheila, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sheila.
Toda rabah.
Thanks for all that you do, and thanks for doing it all.
Thank you, Sheila.
Thank you, Sheila.
Thank you for your years of service to the Bethel community. Toda rabah.
Sheila, thank you so much for everything that you did for me and for Bethel. I appreciate all of your hard work, all of your nights that you spent on working for us and making everyone happy. Thank you so, so, so much. I'll miss you.
I really appreciate the extra efforts and can-do approach, always done graciously.
Congratulations and best wishes on your retirement.
Thank you, Sheila.
Thanks for everything.
Sheila, you are one of the most competent and hardworking people I know and have had the pleasure to work with.
You always knew you were in good hands with Sheila in charge.
Anything we can do.
Sheila does better.
Sheila's a whiz, a grade A doubleheader.
You have guided and improved almost every aspect of Bethel's activities, and we are all better for your contributions.
Enjoy your well-earned retirement.
It was amazing for me to see the shape in which Bethel is in financially and in so many other respects. And you deserve so much of the credit for what you've done the past 20 years.
In my role in sisterhood leadership over the last few years, I learned that Sheila leads from a place of yes.
Thank you for your personal friendship and loving, compassionate presence anytime I walk into the building.
But in the meantime, I wanted to wish you Mazel Tov on your retirement. I'm sending you a big virtual hug.
Sheila is part of every decision, every action, every critical thinking process, and she has really been the backbone of Bethel.
It's been such a pleasure to get to know Sheila as both a colleague, as a consultant professional, and as a congregant, and I wish you the best of luck.
We'll miss you, Sheila.
I was chairing the search committee looking for a new executive director for Bethel. Then your application came in, and I thought, oh, I think we got lucky. And we did indeed. We've been so lucky and fortunate to have you all these years for our executive director.
You've always been there for our family, and we thank you very much for all of your work that you've done, not only for us, but also for the rest of the synagogue. Enjoy your retirement.
We're going to miss you.
What an organized, professional, knowledgeable, calm, generous, inclusive, dedicated, and hardworking person she is.
We are sending you our best wishes for a well-deserved and happy retirement.
Our wisdom in hiring you became clearer and clearer.
each day, week, and month. What was most important was your caring for people, your caring for Bethel, your great wisdom, and your broad and incisive thinking.
Oh, Sheila dear, it's time to say farewell. Thank you, Sheila. Love you.
You've always been a really warm, welcoming, joyous face to see at Bethel.
You, Sheila, have been a wonderful part of our time at Bethel, and we are so excited for you to start on your next adventure.
I would wish you a very restful retirement, but somehow I think a person such as yourself is not just going to sit back and watch TV.
I love seeing you in the building, whether it be at Minion or it be at a meeting.
You took a positive can-do attitude, and you knew how to get things done. So.
We are the Lunch Bunch. We've been meeting for lunch for each other's birthdays. We originally met when Sheila came as the Canadian alien to work at the JCC.
The four of us going out 4 times a year for lunch.
I was the last person to be part of Lunch Bunch, making us 4, and I hope it will go on for a very long time.
My wife, Irene, and I have no words to express our gratitude to her. Thank you, Sheila, and we wish you all the best.
When I was president of Bethel, you made me feel like I was running the synagogue when we both knew it was really you. In addition to wishing you much health and happiness in your retirement, I want to thank you for your lessons on interior decorating. Now, I know that paper is right here someplace.
Thank you, Sheila.
You're still here? It's over. Rabbi Harris is waiting for you back in the Zoom room. Go.